Hi everyone, welcome back. Slight change in the background because I have recently moved cities, and for now, this is the only bookshelf that I can afford. But very glad for it because these books have become a point of anchor for me in a new and unfamiliar environment. Honestly, being away from home and from my family has made me a little emotional in the past few days. So I thought of talking and discussing about a book that is extremely close to my heart. I read this book a long time back, but just thinking about it warms my heart and makes me want to cry. The book is A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini. If you have read the book, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not a novel, it's an experience, a soul crunching experience. Even after you put the book down, for years later, it does not leave you. This book has shattered me in ways I did not expect, and yet put the pieces back together with grace, beauty, and pain. The story is set against the backdrop of Afghanistan, a country torn by war, political chaos, and patriarchal oppression. But it gives you something way more intimate. The story of two women, Mariam and Leila. Two lives, two generations, one man, and a bond forged from the fire of suffering. At the heart of this novel is Mariam, a girl born into shame, an illegitimate daughter of a very wealthy man. Her childhood is spent on a small hut on the outskirts of a city with a bitter, broken mother. She grows up craving love and acceptance, especially from her father, who visits her only once a week and never acknowledges her presence otherwise. When she does dare step into her father's world, she is met not with warmth and love, but with rejection. Her life takes on a turn that is as cruel as it is haunting. I won't get into the details now because that would mean giving away spoilers, and I really want everyone to pick this book up. But soon Mariam's life gets engulfed in darkness. And yet, in the deepest of darkness, a flicker of light appears. That light is Leila, a beautiful, smart girl from a loving family whose world is turned upside down by the consequences of war. Through dire circumstances that follow, Leila is forced to be a part of Mariam's life. What begins as a relationship marked by animosity, set against the backdrop of a society that thrives on pitting women against each other, slowly transforms into a profound bond rooted in strength, kindness, and the quiet solace they find in each other. The friendship and bond between Mariam and Leila is the beating heart of this novel. It's what makes the story unforgettable. Their quiet conversations, small glances of understanding, their shared fear, and finally shared resistance is what makes the story more than just a tragedy. It becomes a testament to the strength of women, the resilience of the human spirit, and the unshakable power of love. And the man in this novel, Rashid, I don't think I have ever encountered a character that I've hated with my whole heart. He's cruel, violent, controlling, and utterly heartless. But what makes him so terrifying is that he does not seem like a story villain. He seems real. And the beauty of Khaled Hosseini's writing is that he does not let you look away. It's one of those books that genuinely does not demand your attention, it demands your soul. There's a quiet kind of violence in this book, not the violence of war or cruelty. This book presents to you the circumstances that come with war, the quiet ache of a girl waiting to be seen, the collapse of a woman who was given too much, and yet the strength of love that becomes unshakable even when everything else is falling apart. A Thousand Splendid Suns explores what it means to be a woman in a society that does not always make space for your voice. It's about hiding in the shadows, yet finding sunlight in the most unexpected places. One of the best parts about this book is that the writing is not grand or dramatic. It's soft, lyrical, and devastating. What shook me the most or touched me the most wasn't the tragedy or the cruelness. It was the resilience. The way the characters held on to each other, to themselves, to the tiniest flickers of hope and happiness. Even in the worst of circumstances, they chose kindness. They chose tenderness. They chose to love. And for me, that is the soul of this book and of life in general. This book taught me that the human spirit, if willing, can survive anything. And not just survive, but protect, nurture, and love in a way that changes the world around them. As I mentioned before, I read this book a long time back, and even now when I think of it, there is a strange heaviness in my heart. It's like Mariam and Leila left something inside of me. A piece of their strength, a piece of their kindness, a piece of their love. If you're searching for a book that just doesn't entertain you but transforms you, read this. If you're looking for a book that will absolutely break your heart but also make you thankful for the break, pick this book up. If you want to understand what real love looks like, not just the love we see in films and songs, but the kind that sacrifices, that endures, that survives, go for this book. Honestly, this isn't just a book that I recommend. It's a book that I carry with me always. A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini is heavy and overwhelming, yes. But it's also breathtaking. And once you read it, you'll never forget it.